Yo, guys, what up, what up, man? It's the kid, it's the kid, man. We're here. We have joined in here like a Voltron here for this in-depth Chelsea versus Man United playback. So we're probably going to be doing this an hour and a half. We're going to look at different players, different teams, and we're going to really get right down analytically, tactically, and break things down. Who should start, who shouldn't start, and so forth. So, of course, I've got the lineup screen in here that we're going to be using very soon. Let me even bring that up so you guys can see that right there. So, obviously, we're going to be doing lineups and everything and then have the whole discussion. Before we even get there, I'll come first to Red Devil Man. General thoughts. So this is just very general thoughts. Before we go into specifics, general thoughts and emotions going into this game.
Cautiously optimistic, and I want to emphasize on the cautious optimistic. Every United fan was gassed after that PSG win, obviously, fanboying as it were. But I think the key thing that most Manchester United fans are worried about is who Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to pick, specifically who Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to play in defence. Because if anyone watched that PSG game, Axel Tuanzebe was a don. He was fantastic. He just pocketed Neymar and Mbappe as if they were nothing. However, Harry Maguire is fit, and Harry Maguire is the club captain, and someone can't play. So there's a very good chance that come this weekend, Harry Maguire will come back into the squad, which probably means that Tuanzebe will come out of the team. And because of that, I think that some Manchester United fans are a bit more worried that it might not go our way, just simply because of who Solskjaer picks for this team, not necessarily that we don't actually have the players to beat Chelsea. Ooh, hey, Chich, I can't hear you.
Sorry.
Yeah, we can.
There you go. Yeah, there you
no,
go. So Abdullahi, general thoughts on this game. Are you confident? Are you not confident? Are you feeling like Chelsea? This could be a game where Chelsea could really try and open up Man United because they have played well against United. So how are you feeling, specifically off the back of that Sevilla game?
It's two teams. Like I said before in the last time, I think I told Red Devil Studio, if I see Mason Mount in that team, it's completely over. I'm expecting United to beat us like 5 or 6-0. I'm saying it now.
Oh, easy, bro.
No.
5 or 6. 5 or 6.
Yes, sentiment about, because at the moment I really don't understand Frank Lampard's formation. I do not. He keep telling us this person is not fit. This person is not fit. We understand. Must you play Mason Mount in the wing? That is my question to Lampard. Those people in the press conference are not asking the question we fans want. Why you play Mason Mount in the wing? That is my own question for him. He needs to give us a genuine answer for that. If I can't get an answer for that, there's gonna be a problem, a huge one. That all the fans is gonna. I love Lampard because he's our record signing. I'm not gonna dispute that. But when you do stupid things, you need to use your brain when you do things. I call it stupidity, because that guy's not the winger. He's a proper midfielder. Why are you playing him on the wing? Why are you playing him on the wing? To accommodate who?
German Zidane. That's who you're accommodating, isn't it? German Zidane.
What is number 10? He's a number 10. So you play him in his preferred position as a number 10. Then when you take Mason Mount out because we are playing a 4-2-3 formation, take him out of the team completely. Let him sit on the bench and come in. Maybe 10 or 15 minutes to go. Let him come in and run, press, do all this.
Oh, no, because the thing about it is, because again, I have literally been going back and forth with Chelsea fans about this on Twitter and so forth. And I've just been trying to understand the logic. And I'm trying to say, okay, you know what? Let me just try and look at it from their point of view, because I don't understand the footballing logic. Because people say, well, is Hudson-Odoi fully fit?
He's fit. It's complete. There's a reason Bayern Munich wants to buy him. Bayern want to buy him because Bayern doesn't buy a trash player. They don't buy a trash. They buy a completely very proven, and let me say, for the nearest future player. That's what they want. Cho is not injured. He's fully fit and he's ready to play. He wants to prove himself. Why are you playing Mason Mount?
Because I think this is crap. This that Ziyech is not match fit.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is Ziyech? So after all this time, Ziyech is still not match fit?
No, he's not fully fit here. Even himself said yesterday that he's not fully fit here because of the injuries he had in the preseason. We can understand that. as the fans, we understand that it's not because it's gonna be.
I'd lie. The way you're speaking as if you're going to lose. Mason Mount actually scored against us the last time you guys beat us. The way you're speaking as if you're going to lose because Mason Mount is in the team. You're going to lose because
you can play Mason Mount. I understand you can play Mason Mount. You can play Mason Mount. I understand, but you don't play. You play him in his preferred position as a midfield, not as a wing. Why are you playing him?
No, because see, Red obviously the issue is with Mason Mount again. This is not an attack on Mason Mount because yes, the defense is trash and everything, but the issue here is this: is that you want to give yourself the best possible chance for creating chances.
Exactly.
And if you're in an attacking team on 4-3-3, I need both of my wide players to either two things: get to the byline and cross, or cut in on the inside and shoot. So you need to be doing something in an attacking sense. Because people say, oh, Mr. Mount is involved in build-up and everything. No, I need my wide players to literally be very critical in how you are attacking and causing problems.
Yes.
But it just seems as if Chelsea fans are finding every single excuse as to, oh, but he presses, oh, but he's involved in the play. Oh, but
AJ,
no.
I don't give a F about pressing. What I want is a win. Put Mason Mount on the bench. Put him on the bench. It's simple.
He's not going to be he's not going to be put on the bench. And to be fair, you beat Manchester United before without Mason Mount. So like he came up clutch in the FA Cup. Fair enough, So when he's played against, he's actually done okay. So when we've beaten you guys, it's been because your defensive line has been great.
Red Devil, this is the issue. I don't want okay. I want amazing. Okay. I don't want he's fine. He does all right. He's not no. Well, I want amazing quality, high level.
Okay,
it's what it is. So my thing is that look, let's just get to the lineup start, and we can then discuss.
Just one question after one quick question: was Mason Mount playing when we lubricated you guys 4-0 at the start of last season?
Yeah, he did play.
He did play. Okay, maybe that explains it. Okay, go on.
Before he go to the lineup, I listened to Frank Lampard, what's called his press conference, and I find it two ways about it. I think like what I heard him said is two ways. I think he's gonna start Olivier Giroud up front, like what I heard him said. I'm not pretty sure, but I think he wants to tweak the formation. He wants to play Timo Werner and Olivier Giroud together, and that's gonna be it's gonna surprise Ole because I think Lampard wants to do that. I am not sure where Mason Mount is gonna play because I'm hearing he wants to play Olivier Giroud and Timo Werner together. At the moment, maybe 3-5-2, maybe 4-4-2 diamond.
It's gonna match Oli. Yeah, I have a feeling that's gonna happen.
But you see, the danger there is change your formation if you're playing Bayern Munich or Liverpool. You have to, because do you change your formation against Man United?
No.
That's my thing. It's like, I think against Man United, Chelsea and Man United are not sort of a million parts. They are quite, hence why they finished on the same points last season.
Yeah, I agree.
So my thing is, you shouldn't have to change your formation. You should already have an MO, a formation that you are fully religiously adhering to, and then you go ahead with that. You change against Bayern based on what they did. You change your formation to try and offset that, because Bayern Munich are playing on a whole other level and everything. So, but look, obviously we'll get to the formations and everything because I want to see what Red Devil formation looks like, but I think Abdullahi, it's 4-2-3-1. Has to be 4-2-3-1.
It's 4-2-3-1, yeah.
And obviously we'll get to the players that are in there, which I would want to put in. But before we do that, let me just hit this super chat from Tudari123. Thank you for the super chat, big man. Sorry, this is not related to this game. I asked you a few weeks ago if this is the season where Zidane gets exposed, and you said no. How's your view changed? My dear friend, I am frightened of what could happen with Zidane this season, because
I think according to the marker, they said it could be sacked if he lose the classic.
They'll never sack him. They'll never sack him. They
can't do that. They can't.
They'll never sack Zidane.
When people, this is the thing. When people say sack Zidane, who they was? Is it Pochettino? Is that Pochettino still going to bring in?
No. It's not even about that. You can't sack Zidane. Now, he can leave, mutual consent. You cannot sack Zinedine Zidane. That would just look horrible bad. But let me tell you this right now. I am scared for Real Madrid and Zidane this season, because what Shakhtar Donetsk did to those guys. Because see, we're going to talk about El Clasico later on, because we're going to do like a live preview. But I am frightened, because if Barcelona, who already look average, lubricate or baptize Real Madrid, and what's that? 3 losses in a row, Cadiz, freaking Shakhtar Donetsk and Barcelona is looking
Is
sketchy.
it well? Is he? Well, I was going to say, like, how long is actually Ramos out for? Because obviously the big thing here
They say
is Ramos'
he's going to be back for Barcelona. They say he's going to be
Yeah,
back.
so for me, the big thing with Madrid is like Ramos obviously brings something, much like Henderson, arguably to a lesser certain extent of Liverpool, he brings things to the Real Madrid team. So if Ramos is in that team, he will galvanize so much, and they will at least make a fight out of it. Oh, they certainly are not going to lose more games to likes of Shakhtar's B team or Cardiff if Ramos is there. The issue for me is if Ramos gets injured, the team they just seem to fall apart. I just don't get it. Like they just fall apart if Sergio Ramos isn't there, and that's the problem.
Okay, look, man. Let's ride with some of these formations, man. So can you see that well, Red Devil?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
All right. Actually, let me just so you guys can sort of. Can you still see that? Is that good? Can you still see?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I expect De Gea, obviously.
De Gea will be in goal. There's no doubt about that. Yeah.
So who's left back? And you know what? I'm gonna say something about this, but let me just see who you're gonna make. So left back.
So this is the thing. Like, if I'm honest, Solskjaer can go one or two ways here. We obviously played 3-5-2, 5-3-2, which way you want to go about it against Paris, and it obviously worked. And a few times last season it worked as well. And even against Chelsea, a few occasions we did play that formation. We are at home, and you'd expect Manchester United to maybe be a bit more attacking in that respect. But there is clearly pressure on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And when we look at the likes of Alex Telles, and that's why I'm sliding towards Solskjaer actually playing a back three / back five, to integrate Alex Telles into this team. So I think he'll basically go Luke Shaw as a left side, and then he's probably going to play Harry Maguire and Lindelof. He shouldn't. He really, really shouldn't. But I have a feeling that he will. Then, obviously, in terms of wing backs, you have Alex Telles and Wan-Bissaka on the right.
So
who's
going left back then? So who's going left back?
So what? Left-sided centre back will be Luke Shaw. Left wing back will be Alex Telles. So I think he will integrate both of those. Essentially, he's going to go similar to how he lined up in Paris.
Okay, so you're saying this a back three or a back four?
A back three.
Okay. So who goes here?
So that's left. So Luke Shaw.
And then this is Maguire.
Maguire, yeah.
And then this is who?
Lindelof.
Wow. Back three, interesting.
Yeah.
So is this what a diamond was then?
So it'll be like a 3-5-2. Yeah. So wing back. So yeah.
So this.
Yeah.
Or this.
No more. The first one. So then it's this. Not. So yeah, I think that. Yeah.
And then this is who?
It's Alex Telles.
And then this is
Wan-Bissaka.
Okay, this is interesting. And then this is McTominay.
Yeah, so the midfield is interesting because obviously Pogba and Van der Beek, especially Van der Beek, because I think has been doing quite well on the bench against PSG, and he played Fred and McTominay as two holding. So he played Fred and McTominay as two holding with Bruno Fernandes on top, in front of them. Will he play two holding midfielders against Chelsea?
I'd just say Tuanzebe over Lindelof and
Of course, I agree with that. I agree. This is not the formation that I want, or even the players that I want. This is just how I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to line up, because I don't see, if Maguire's fit, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer dropping Maguire, especially as the club captain. It's not going to happen. So he shouldn't start, but he will. There's nothing I can say to that, really. He should. I agree with these comments, but he will start. Foster-Mensah is not going to start. I see. I'm just in that. So yeah, he'll play. He'll probably will play Fred and McTominay and Bruno.
Okay, so you're saying McTominay here?
Yeah.
And this is Fred and Bruno.
Yeah, Fred and Bruno. Yeah.
This is interesting. And then who's up top? So is it 2 or 1
Again,
behind?
it's a very I think he will play 2 up front, and I think because obviously Martial is not here for this one. Rashford will play. There's no doubt about that. The key question is will Edison Cavani play? Edison Cavani is obviously for this game, and it's going to be between Edison Cavani and Mason Greenwood. Again, I think that he will probably go with Cavani only because Greenwood is coming back from a small injury. So I think that he will probably bring Greenwood on, but I think he will start Edison Cavani because Edison Cavani, at least from what I got from the press conference, he hasn't trained obviously as much as Greenwood, but he is the fitter of the 2 strikers. Is the impression I got.
So, Abdullahi, if you're looking at that lineup, does that lineup scare you? Would you be frightened of that lineup, Abdullahi?
Let me see. Rashford, Cavani. I think the only person that can frighten me in that starting lineup is 2 players. Bruno Fernandes has to be kept quiet, and also Marcus Rashford. Those 2 players has to be kept quiet, and it's gonna be the job of N'Golo Kante and I think Cesar Azpilicueta. We need to play as a team. Those 2 players need to keep. If Bruno is kept quiet in that team, I think that team will automatically collapse because he's the one who orchestrates how United play. If it's been kept quiet and it's been frustrated, I think it's gonna swing on the opposite way. But if Bruno is given enough chances, my Lord in heaven.
You know we're going to get a penalty. I'll put that right there. We're going to get at least 1 penalty in this game. That is what's going to happen. So in my mind, we're really 1-0 ahead because we scored the penalty. Exactly. So you need to sort of how is Chelsea going to score 2 goals? It should be the question.
No, the problem is not about scoring goals. We can score goals, but the problem is about us conceding. That's my issue. Because people say Kurt Zouma and Thiago Silva are good. Now this is the time. This is the time we need to tell those centre back how good they are. How good is Thiago Silva and Zouma, the partnership, how good they are.
No, but my thing though is So you're saying Pogba isn't in this game?
It's not. Did
Pogba? No. The impression I'm getting is that Pogba is either not match fit, or in the way that we're playing in this system that you don't play. You can't play if you're going to play 2 holding in Tom and Fred because they probably will hold. You can't play Pogba in that system, and you have to play Bruno. You could play Pogba where Bruno is, but you couldn't. You in this system you can't play Pogba around.
So are you saying this is more about the system or because he's playing like trash? Be honest.
I think it's both. I think it looks like he's not fit, or he's trying to build on his fitness. And in this system, because Van der Beek, people forget Van der Beek is when he's played quite good. He's been good, but he's been on the bench. So I think in the system we're playing, because when in the second half of PSG, when we actually started to control the game a bit more than 20 minutes, Solskjaer changed his tactics slightly, and we actually played a diamond instead of a back 3. And so I think that he will go the same way against Chelsea, is what I'm saying. So I think he'll play this formation, and then possibly maybe in the second half, 65 minutes, he will go to a diamond and bring on like Pogba and Van der Beek to cause Chelsea more problems. That's how I think he will go.
Okay. So, alright, let's do our boys now, man. Let's do our boys now. So I think we can all agree that we'll have him in goal.
No, he's out. He's out. Yeah, he's injured. He's not playing. He's out.
Who's in?
No.
Arrizabalaga is out.
Abdullahi, even if he was fully 200% fit, he's not sniffing this pitch. He's not sniffing this pitch.
Well, you signed Czech again, isn't it? Czech's there, isn't he?
Bro,
you know, so Czech can go and goal. You know,
this is how it is, bro. That's how it is. That's the keeper. So boom. So
Czech is not there. Czech is not the
I don't care. Look, if he's not, he will go there in second choice. John Chilwell left.
Yeah.
So, Aspi or Reece James?
In this United match, I will go for Aspi because of experience. I will go for Aspi. But Lampard, I think Lampard may go for Reece James, but I will personally go for Aspi because of Marcus Rashford. I will go for Aspi because one-on-one, Aspi is very good one-on-one. It's very, very good one-on-one. But Reece James, he has an issues with one-on-one. Like, you can bypass him one-on-one. But in terms of 1v1, mark him. I will go for Aspilicueta for me. I will. His experience.
I think you're right because I just think just in terms of security, especially because of how attacking this team is, I think Asp is the way to go. So obviously this speaks for itself.
Yeah.
So just one quick question. So you think that Lampard will go over back four, not a back three?
No,
because he played a back three against us in the FA Cup.
Yeah, he hasn't.
That was the only time.
He hasn't done the back four this year at all. Reason is because I keep saying it, Mason Mount. That's the issue. He cannot play back with this team. He can't play back three. He cannot. Lampard cannot do it. The only thing Lampard could do in this formation is a 4-4-2 diamond. Olivier Giroud together and Timo Werner. That's the only thing he can do. He can't play back three. I will be surprised.
No. But the issue is that I have no idea what this man is going to do. That's the issue. I really have no idea what's going to do. So literally, it's a guess as to what the freaking heck homeboy is going to do. But this is just us assuming. So, basically, this here it speaks itself. So obviously, Kante,
Ugolo Kante, and Mateo
Kovacic.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Kante, by the way? He seems to be a bit, suffering from some.
The guy's tired, man. He's tired. Fatigue.
But no, fatigue, and also I think what I'm hearing is Lampard wants to build him into a Makelele role. But the issue with it is the problem with playing Makelele role is you need a player who can be a carrier of the ball, who can just carry the ball from the midfield to the attacking player. That's why we need Kovacic. If you want Kante to play in the Makelele role, you need Kovacic to play week in and week out. You need him to play because this team is lacking a proper DM. It's lacking a proper DM. And you want Kante to play in that Makelele role, you need the ball carrier who can carry the ball from the midfield to the attacking player. And which Kovacic can do very, very well. That's why I want him to play ahead of Jorginho. Because if Jorginho get pressed, my Lord in heaven, we're done. If he get pressed, we are done.
What are we doing here?
Bear in mind, this is who you think Lampard's going to pick, by the way, not who you want Lampard to pick. No.
This is who I think should be picked.
Oh, right, okay.
So this is a Lampard thing. This is who we think should be picked. So this is obviously...
So no Mason Mount then.
Kai.
What? Mason what? Mason Mount in any occasion, I beg.
Well, he's gonna be playing. That's you might as well accept. He's gonna be playing.
This is the real formation. Okay, this is the real formation.
I want to see the front four in which everybody has been shouting. Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, Christian Pulisic, and Hakim Ziyech. That's the front four we want to see. I don't want to see Mason Mount in that team at all. That guy need to be out of the team entirely for the whole entire season. That guy is
he's going to be there though, Abdullahi. That's what I'm saying. Like,
look.
You will be there,
My thing here is that
Lampard.
This is what should happen. I think Cho, Pulisic, Werner.
Yep.
And obviously, this is... And that's my thing there. And for me, I feel this is the strongest lineup. So let's go back to Man United now, and then let me just try and study this a little bit more. Oh damn it! Sorry. This is.
But we could do something in that lineup also. I think.
Wait. We'll get there. Okay. So my thinking is this.
Okay.
I'll be real with you. Whenever I see this lineup in Football Manager, it always bugs me out. Because whenever I see a team plays it, I'm like, how do you get through this? But my thing here is that am I wrong in saying that this may be how it looks like, but in practice, it'll be more like this?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Because I think these guys will form the base here, and Bruno is really the guy that is really pushing forth.
Yeah.
So my thing here is that I get that they can go out wide and stuff, but you don't have a particular wide man. And the thing about this is that excellence in defense. He doesn't really provide anything on the width.
Not as much as. However, Telles though, I think he
provides a lot on the wing.
He's the difference. Yeah, I think a lot of, certainly in the PSG game. Bear in mind that was obviously his debut. I think as a United fan, it was refreshed. It was like as if we've not even seen that for ages. Because to be frank, Luke Shaw, the amount of crosses, delivery that Alex Telles actually did in that game, especially from corners, was probably just as good as Bruno's in that respect. So I think that if we're talking about, for me, if I'm a Chelsea fan and the unpredictability of the Manchester United squad is, how is Alex Telles going to play? Because you don't know how Alex Telles is going to play in this game. And if Cavani starts, how are Manchester United going to use Cavani? Because obviously Cavani is much more of a traditional number 9, someone who can control the ball, who's obviously very, very clinical. How are those two players going to play in this Manchester United system? Because Martial and Rashford, as pacey as they are, one of their problems that I have, aside from Rashford not being as clinical as he could, is that they do struggle sometimes to hold up the ball, and that's why in this system it can be quite difficult, because for counter-attacking it's fine, but to actually beat a press and to hold up the ball, they struggle. Cavani, at least from the stuff that I've seen with Cavani, is at least a bit better at doing that. So I'm just curious to see how Chelsea will deal with 2 new variables, is my point. And I'm also interested to see how United are obviously going to deal with the likes of Werner and we played against Pulisic. It's just that I think the Lampard is going to start Mason Mount. And if Lampard starts Mason Mount, then I think we should be okay.
My thing here is this: is that you see, looking for weaknesses here, I think Rashford is much stronger being this duty. So maybe in practice, you may see Rashford veer out more around here and really Cavani provide the stuff here. I think that the right side, I think, is where Chelsea won't have too many issues. Because Wan-Bissaka he's decent, but he's not really that great going forward as opposed to what Tejas is.
My only thing possibly, and I'm going to is that, which might change things, is if and this is another thing, is that like if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer actually drops Lindelof and actually plays Tuan-Sebe in that position. So I know he's not going to drop Maguire. Maguire is going to play, but he could drop Lindelof and Tuan-Sebe could play in that position. And I think that would, because Tuan-Sebe is decent defensively, Wan-Bissaka, although who is good defensively, he will probably go up. So yes, Wan-Bissaka is not going to be able to, isn't great at crossing, and it's not as good going forward. But the very fact that you have someone like Tuan-Sebe who is good defensively and is switched on means that Wan-Bissaka won't necessarily have to worry about this such and will be up top anyway. And provide issues in that respect.
So Abdullahi, if you're looking at this lineup now, what weaknesses do you see here? Do you think there's a lineup that Chelsea can exploit, man? Oh, is
he muted?
On mute. We can't hear you, bro.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Abdullahi, man, love this guy.
Okay, go. Talk.
I think it depends on how Lampard and Ole wants to play between each other, because we need to remember something. It depends on how the team wants to pan out. Because with this formation I'm saying now, United will go more of a defensive and a counter-attacking football. And it suits United a lot when they go on the counter. It suits them very well. They may go very defensive and just on the break. That's why I said I want Aspilicueta to be at the right back, because it gave me confidence that yes, Aspi one-on-one with Rashford, I'm confident. But if Reece James play one-on-one with Rashford, I'm going to be very, very worried. Rashford is very pacey. Very, very pacey. So that's my worry with him. That's my worry. That's why I said Fernandes needs to be kept quiet.
So you're saying that if Rashford is really drifting out here and it's up against Thingy, that's going to be an issue, as opposed to if he's across here. Yeah.
If Rashford is playing as a pure number 9, I have no issues with that. But Rashford will not play number 9 because Edinson Cavani is playing.
Because for me, I think that Cavani... but I think Cavani, for most of the period, will occupy this space around here. Yeah. I think Rashford, he's going to drift out a lot more. And I think it's going to be interesting to see. Hence why I said Aspilicueta would be best suited to be the guy. So even if he drifts here or he drifts here, both Chilwell and Aspilicueta, I think, will be good in sort of handling him. So
United, I think, are going to be much more dangerous down that left-hand side. Now that essentially Luke Shaw will be provide mostly defensive, and Alex Telles will be going forward and putting in a lot of crosses in the box. So obviously if Cavani is playing, and potentially it might just be Greenwood. So I think it's 50-50 at this point. But I just think Cavani might, just because it looks like he might be, in terms of fitness, Greenwood, I think, was coming from an injury. So assuming Cavani does play, Alex Telles, who obviously will go for, will be providing a lot of crosses for likes of Cavani in the box. And obviously you have Rashford doing his thing. So the right-hand side, as you said, will be weaker. But the left-hand side, I think, is where Chelsea will need to be concerned about. I don't think they'll be able to handle us down that side specifically, because PSG couldn't.
All right, so let's look at the other boys now.
Where's Abdullahi gone?
Bro, I have no idea. he keeps on coming on and off. Mate, what kind of internet in Chicago exists,
says,
man?
Alex once says Abdullahi's camera has COVID? Question mark. Problem. Oh man.
Oh my god! Like no. I mean, look. I just think. Look. So look. Here's my thing here. So left back for in that system you say is Tejes, and the right back is Wan-Bissaka.
Left wing back, yeah.
So the left wing back is Tejes, which is why I would love to see Hudson-Odoi, because see now this is the if and the but, because Hudson-Odoi, it would be great if you catch Tejes really up and him leaving the space in behind and Cho exploiting that. But the issue is that because Tejes is very good going forward, you definitely do need Cho to sort of help track back and help assist Azpilicueta to make it difficult for Tejes. And here's the thing: Wan-Bissaka for me is one of the best 1v1 defenders I think in the world. He's very difficult to get past. Hence why let's put Pulisic in there. Because if you now put in Mount, what the hell is Mount going to do up against Wan-Bissaka? Abdullahi, we can't hear you. On mute, thank you. Talk. Abdullahi, talk. We still can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Abdullahi.
Wait, are you using a? Oh my god! This has been a full-on. No. Listen, this has been a Class B performance. It's been a total Class B performance.
Man. Sorry, just. Oh, everyone! There's a lot of people in the comments saying like, "I'm black." What the hell? Apparently, people are surprised.
So can you guys
just
hear me
like, dude's black. What?
Can you guys hear me?
Like, what is going on? Surprise Pikachu face. It's just.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, Abdullahi, man. Man, we can hear you.
That's hilarious, man. You know, no, but you know what? I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you.
You fought it too, didn't you?
I'll be real with you.
You fought it too, didn't you?
I'll be real with you, because at the time for me, I was like, he's just this not standard like white English dude, but it's like, I don't know. Like, there's some things he said, but you know what it was? Your answers to some things said he's probably not white. I think he might be black because of how you answered a few things. But when he first came on, I was like, oh yeah, there's just some white English dude and everything. You know? Hence why I asked you that, like, oh yeah, are you black? I didn't say, yeah, you're black. I was like,
not black, hey, Nigerian. Let's get it right. Nigerian.
Get
it. Let's get it.
Okay, Abdullah, talk, man.
That is why I said, if you want to play show, you need to play Olivier Giroud together with Timo Werner. That is why I said, yes, I want to play Timo Werner, but I would love to play Timo Werner together with Olivier Giroud.
So are you saying we do this, and then who does Werner replace out of these three?
No, Werner will play together with Giroud. He will play together with Giroud.
Okay, but Giroud is now here. Where do you put Werner then?
So you play Werner on the left. You
in place of who?
Pulisic. Then you take Pulisic back into number 10. Then I think the problem with Lampard is gonna face against United is, I think it's harsh to say, but for the Chelsea fans who wants to win this match, he has to drop Kai Havertz. He has to drop him. Yes, he has to drop Kai Havertz, because if you want to play Olivier Giroud, you cannot play Kai Havertz in that team. You cannot play him. You can't. You have to put him on the bench. Then you bring him up from the bench. If you want to accommodate Olivier Giroud in it.
Yeah, you see, for me, because you see, you have to make, because my thing is like I always say, Havertz has. Does Havertz have to start?
I don't think so.
Does he have to start? Because for me, Havertz is a quality player, but I've always said that in a game like this and everything, a striker is needed.
Yeah, I think it will start.
A striker is needed.
The reason is because if you look at the way United play, there's gonna be a space for us to exploit. That is when you need Havertz in that place. Player who can pinpoint passes. He has the ball on his feet, just pass. What I know about him over now is pace. He has pace and he can run on you. When you give him that chance, it will run with you. So you have to, when you have Kai Havertz, his job is just like Bruno Fernandes. Give him the ball, let him pass. Give him the ball, let him pass. Just give him the ball, it will pass. That's why I said it's important. But if Olivier Giroud is playing, you don't need Kai Havertz. That's how I don't know how Lampard is gonna set it up, but he's gonna go with the back four. I do not think he's gonna play back there. I'll be surprised if he does. I will be.
I'm happy because this is the nice, because I tried to give my realistic, like, this is what Ollie's going to play, not what I want. I look at this lineup, I'm like, I hate to break it to you guys, but Lampard's not going to play this lineup. There's at least two players in this team that I know aren't going to be there. Giroud is not going to be in the team, and definitely Hudson-Odoi and Ziyech are going to be there.
One thing about this is, Olivier Giroud has not played from the start of the season, and this is the match Olivier Giroud wants to. Against United, Olivier Giroud has scored goals against United. He knows how to score goals against United. He's gonna give Maguire.
Mason Mount scores goals against United as well.
Yeah, so he's gonna give Maguire huge problem. So he's gonna give Maguire. That's why I said I don't know how Lampard is gonna set up. That's my issue with him. I do not know how he's gonna set up.
But you see, this is my thing. Like this is our dream. This is the reality. The reality is this. Let's deal with the reality.
Yeah, let's do the reality.
Yes, exactly. This is it.
Yeah.
Then you put Kai on the bench.
Do you genuinely think that he'll play a back four?
Yeah,
I have a feeling that Lampard will match Ollie and play a back three. I just have a suspicion he will.
I don't think he will. I do not think he will.
No, Abdullahi, he very well. I
think he will. I don't think Lampard will play a back four. I think he'll away to United. I think he'll play back three.
Do you know why that would be so stupid? Because you're now messing with the flow of the back line.
Exactly.
Because you need to maintain Zuma Silva, centre back. Maintain that.
Build chemistry.
Because let them play like 6-7 games together, then go to a back three and a thing like that. But if you're like, we've played one game as a back four, next game back three, another game back four, another game back three. I mean, what the hell?
He hasn't played this year. He hasn't even tried a back three this year at all. He has not at all. He hasn't. So that's why I said he won't play. Lampard will not play back three. The only thing Lampard could do is a 4-3.
But he's not played against. I mean, the impression I got is that against certain teams, like he did it against us in the FA Cup. He played a back three, which knocked us out. Yeah,
against Liverpool. Liverpool should have been the best way to play back three, but Lampard took the back four. And in that team, he made a mistake because he was going more defensive in the 4-3. He played Jorginho, Kovacic, and Kante together, which I don't want.
Yes, what I'm saying is that he go on, HJ.
But see, this is my issue with this. Mount, do you see Mount ever in this position?
Where?
Here, crossing the ball.
Yep. Lampard. It's Lampard.
No. No. I said, do you see him getting the ball, running with the ball, reaching this byline, and providing a cross? That's never happening. Because Mount doesn't operate straight. He operates as a central player. So his movements is he comes in, comes here, plays a pass.
Yeah, that's why
so you're getting no forward movements from this dude. And let me remind people, Wan-Bissaka is right back. What's there? All Mount can do is pass the ball
and shoot.
No. Yeah, basically just pass the ball to Kai or just come in on the inside and that's it. But it's like you're almost negating this area. And let's just be real. Mount's tracking back. How does that change things? Because
there's a lot of people in the comments saying that Mount is Ronaldo, the GOAT, etc. So there's just
live chats. You can go screw yourselves, you assholes. Live chats, you can screw yourselves. You absolute losers, man. So my thing is this, man. You see, this would be better.
Yeah,
Because now you have
now
Pulisic up against one Bissaka.
exactly. And now you can play. You can play this. You can play. It will work this way because in the right wing, you are literally what I'm doing is we are playing the 4-3-3. So you are literally putting Mason Mount back into midfield. It could work this way because now you are playing Christian Pulisic in his very profile in the left. That is what I want to. I don't want to say him on the left. It's useless on the left. It's useless. You can play him on the right. It's very useful on the right. You can go back to a midfield. It won't do anything in the wing. It's gonna play more of it. It's gonna be a cover to Kovacic. When Kovacic go front, Mount is gonna come back.
You see, but do you know what was going to be key here? What I want to see is Kante occupy this position more and just protect these dudes.
Yeah.
And obviously for Kovacic, it's almost like this where Kovacic, you're there to supply that ball to boom, to boom, to boom. So if there's a transition, get it to either of these guys. Because the thing with this is that I think Werner could work in this game. Do you know why? You see, against Sevilla were being very defensive. And I always say that against a defensive team, you need a strong striker presence
Like a number 9.
to break things up.
Yeah.
United, especially at Old Trafford, they're now going to come out to attack and they're going to give in the space. But here's my issue. If we go back to United's lineup. No, sorry. If you go back to United's lineup, it's going to be, if you put Werner with these three, how much space is he going to get?
It will get
because you need somebody to occupy Maguire. So if you're crossing the ball, you just need somebody to back into Maguire and just occupy that. Because if you have three centre backs here, and Werner is in there, and he receives the ball in this area, what is he going to do? Because he can't play with his back to goal as well as Giroud can.
Yeah.
Not to mention McTominay obviously helping out and support because he'll obviously drop in, or Fred for that matter. Yeah. So I think that's where I feel for me what Lampard in that sense, he will try to get Chelsea to actually play out wide. That's the way he'll try and get to neutralise. Not come from the middle, because obviously we have been weak in that position with Maguire, etc. I think in doing that, he will try and force Chelsea to play wide. And obviously, if he forces Chelsea to play wide, on the right, you obviously got Wan-Bissaka to deal with. On the left, you've got obviously Luke Shaw and Telles. And to be fair to Luke Shaw's not crap defensively. He's better going forward, but he's an okay defender. Okay, Chilwell is maybe I would argue is marginally, but I don't think Chilwell is massively better defensively than Luke Shaw. So I think by doing that, I think that's his plan to try and neutralise Chelsea. Frustrate Werner obviously playing the free, get Chelsea to play out wide, and then frustrate them that way, and then obviously go on the counter attack by pinging the ball through Bruno to the likes of Rashford, or up to Cavani or Greenwood.
So my thing here is this, because I've not really been keeping close of what United's thinking plan is. So is this true?
Can Fred and McTominay play a third game in a week?
So this would be their third game in a week.
Newcastle. Well, Fred and McTominay, to be honest, haven't. They've not really. I think the first time they started actually was against the was obviously Newcastle. So it's not like they've been playing consistently. It's more because of the system. You can't play. I think personally, you could play Pogba where Fred is. But to be honest, I actually think that Fred has been in better form than Pogba in that position. Not in terms of, number 10 or 8 going forward, whatever, but in this position, this system, Fred has played better. And Ollie has clearly seen that against Newcastle and against PSG. Pogba's been great coming in for the bench, as has Van der Beek, and I think that's why he'll start this way. I don't think this is going to be the team you'll see at the end of the game, but I think at the beginning of the game, to give Manchester United a bit of protection going forward and to cause Chelsea problems. And bear in mind, we started McTominay, Fred, and Pogba, I think, at Old Trafford last time, where we won 4-0. And it was, again, Fred and McTominay holding. I think Pogba was slightly more advanced, if I remember. And then we played a front three of Martial, Rashford, and Daniel James.
Can you see Matic starting? Can you see him starting?
He may start if he wants to rest Fred and McTominay. Though. If Fred and McTominay start, Chelsea will have issues breaking that.
I think I think what he'll do is, I think that the rotation, because I think the win, I mean, I'm speculating here, but I don't think anyone thought that Manchester United were going to beat PSG, which obviously puts us in a good position. We've got 2 home games now. I think the Chelsea game, from a Premier League point of view, I think is more important than the Leipzig game. And obviously the Chelsea squad on paper is a lot stronger than the Leipzig squad. So I think if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to make changes, it makes more sense to make changes for the Leipzig game on Tuesday, when we're still at home, when a lot of players will probably have got a bit more fitness and have more training. You can make your changes there. But in this game, I think he'll probably play Freddie McTominay, etc. again. But I expect changes against Leipzig, because, I think I have a more license that way.
All right, so what's it called? Do you agree with this, Abdullahi? If Pulisic plays on the left, we win.
Yeah. But the problem is Wan-Bissaka, because he's very good defensive, very very good.
This guy's good, man.
Yeah, I rate him.
The guy's good.
Yeah, he pocketed that.
But do you know what the thing is though? Pulisic is going to be cutting in on the right.
He will play match number 10. He will play match number 10.
No. Wait. We're not even as a number 10. You see, the thing with Wan-Bissaka is, if you're trying to get to the byline, it is very difficult to get to the byline with Wan-Bissaka in there. But now, if Pulisic is out cutting into the center of the pitch,
that's why I feel that
because Wan-Bissaka has to now be careful, because if he follows him, that allows Chilwell free space. So Wan-Bissaka has to be like, okay, now do I follow Pulisic in here to try and tackle him, or do I be aware because he now has a decision to make?
That's why I feel that Tuanzebe is going to be important. If Tuanzebe plays instead of Lindelof, which is again also an option, I'm only saying that Tuanzebe not just because he's just coming back, but that's one of the reasons why we won that PSG game. That link of play, but that understanding between Tuanzebe and Wan-Bissaka when it came to positioning is one of the reasons why they both ended up pocketing, the Brazilian Theo Walcott, so, and obviously Mbappe, so by that understanding between those two players, I think that should neutralize Pulisic. However, if Lindelof plays there, I don't think it will be as good. I think Lindelof will be a lot more exposed with Pulisic coming in than I think Tuanzebe will. So if you see Tuanzebe on the lineup, I think I'd be more concerned for Pulisic than if you see Lindelof playing behind Wan-Bissaka.
Okay, so how do you guys see this game going then? If let's just go with what we think is going to happen, because I think we need to accept the dark reality that our friend Mount is going to start on the either on the left or on the right. I mean, okay, put it this way. Okay, he starts. Lampard, please, I'm speaking to you here directly. Please listen to me. Francis, if your son is going to start, please put him on the right and put Pulisic on the left. Because Pulisic has been far more effective on the left. Because if you have Mount up against Wan-Bissaka, we're pretty much playing with 10 men. So I'm begging you, Frank, please listen to me. It's your boy HH talking. If you're going to start Mount, fair enough. Put the boy on the right, because at least he's going up against Alex Telles, who is going to be far more attacking. So therefore, Mount may have space to exploit him. Pulisic on the left, he's far better on the left, and that is the far better chance for Chelsea to be attacking. So, I mean, I'm like, how are you feeling with this? Are you still on the mindset that let's just accept that Mount is going to start? That if Mount starts, we're screwed.
I said it. If Mount play on the left wing, I'm saying it now. Red Devils, you need to beat a fight. If you don't beat Chelsea 5-0, we're gonna have a discussion. Because, yes, we will
have a discussion. You're gonna have a discussion.
A
discussion about what? A discussion about what?
I really don't understand what Lampard is thinking. Maybe we fans doesn't think that way. You cannot play your best player. You are playing on the right wing, and you are playing Messi. You are accommodating Messi on the left. Is Lampard smoking some crack? I don't know. Maybe you need to give him some crack that you are smoking. Maybe Lampard needs to smoke something. Maybe he's
Look. He loves this man. He'll play this man. See, my thing is this, guys, is that Ziyech is not okay. Fair enough. Ziyech is not match fit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Ziyech to be match, because if Ziyech is match fit and Mount still starts, then we're dealing with a guy who has mental issues. I still think he has slight mental issues.
But he's on the bench though, isn't he? I don't understand. He's been on the bench the last few games, CX. So you're saying he's not match fit, but he's not coming
Red
on.
Devil, let me see. Red Devil, I don't know what ZH said.
Okay.
I'm just
Yes,
using my
on
foot.
Thursday-
Wait.
on
I'm
Thursday
just using
he said
my football sense.
I listened to his.
It
press
does not
conference
make
on
any
Thursday.
sense how you're still not yet match fit if you played 50 minutes against Southampton, 50 minutes against Sevilla. So when are you going to be? Because it has to be from. Okay, put it this way: if let's say you're not match fit, give him 25 minutes, give him 30 or something. What is a guy going to do in? Because you only can get match fit if you actually play, and you need time to play to get into the game, because like 15 or 12 minutes is not enough time for you to really get into the rhythm of things and play. Hence why he's been out of rhythm, because it's like 12 minutes. What the hell can you go in 12 minutes, man? So
Where's Abdullah gone?
he's disappeared, bro.
Into the matrix.
I'm back,
Into
I'm
the
back,
matrix.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, we can
can't
hear
hear
you. We can't see you, but we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
So
My
Red,
internet
so
I'm tweeting as well.
alright. Okay, so Red Devil, how are you rolling with this, man? I mean, are you
The thing is, so, and I've seen some of the comments, like, if Chelsea play their best team, I think they will beat Manchester United.
what is
you know-
Chelsea's best team in your view?
Essentially, obviously, if Ziyech is fit, so obviously Ziyech, Werner, and then Pulisic, playing essentially a 4-3-3. So or 4-2-3-1 or whatever. Ziyech, Werner in the middle, Pulisic on the left. Then behind them, Kai Havertz, Kante and Kovacic holding, and then the back four that you put, and then obviously Mendy. Then you'll win. You'll win. I don't have any sort of hate saying that you will. My thing is just that the issue with this game for me with Lampard is that I've got no idea how these guys are going to line up, and so Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could put a completely brick lineup at the start, picking players that it doesn't even make sense, and I go, we're going to lose the game just based on the formation alone. So if he picks the 3-5-2 that I've said, and you pick that strongest lineup, I still think it'll be hard for Manchester United if all the players in that Chelsea team click.
Okay, but if it is the lineup that Lampard goes with, so Mount on the left, Pulisic on the right, Kai and Werner, do you then have more confidence that United will be able to nullify that attack and just exploit them on the other end?
I think so, and I think so, especially on that side. I don't think it's going to be like this is going to be a lubrication of. Although what I would say though is that, do you guys really trust Zuma and Silva together as a centre back partnership? Obviously, Kepa's not going to be in goal, we assume. But are they, considering that you've conceded 3 goals? I know we conceded 6 to Tottenham. People say that is true, but we were obviously playing with like 10 men for quite a lot of time, and Harry Maguire. Okay, there we go. But you did concede 3 goals to West Brom without Kepa in goal and Zuma and Silva. So
I'm just trying to think. So if he goes with 3 at the back, I'm just trying to figure this out. So if he went with 3 at the back, so I then suppose that this is Reece James.
Yeah. And then I'll be Chilwell. And then I generally think, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think that he might actually go over 3 at the back. I think he might play this. I don't know whether it'll be Pulisic up front though. Well, didn't he play against Manchester United? Didn't he play Mount in that position?
Yeah,
Which position?
He played Mount
where Kai is.
I thought he might have played Mount as the second alongside Giroud. Or was it Tammy Abraham? I can't remember.
No, but in this, see, for me, in this though, is would he then play Mount here over Kai?
Oh, I don't understand.
That's the thing.
I think he played Kai and then he actually played Mount as the second striker.
Then where does Werner play then?
So I think, or maybe Vern would play instead of Giroud.
So, oh my God, so you're saying this?
And then Kai, possibly. I'm not saying he should play this.
Oh my God!
But it's quite possible that he plays something like that. Would it surprise you if he played something like that though, HH?
Oh no, nothing surprises me now. Like literally, like based on just how he's been operating, nothing so surprises me. Nothing surprises me because like it's like the freedom to which he just changes from formation to formation to formation is man. So okay, so like just to close off now, man.
Yeah.
Score lines. I don't know what the scoreline is going to be, so I want to come first to Red Devil. Looking at this, what kind of scoreline are you feeling, bro?
I've got no idea. It's just this. I know. I'm not gassing this as Manchester United fan. I'm confident, but that confidence is also based on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you know, picking a reasonable lineup and Maguire not being in the team. And I know one of those things is definitely going to happen. Maguire is going to be the team, which means Chelsea are probably going to score. But we have generally been on top against Chelsea, with the exception of the FA Cup, where we made a mistake, and I think maybe we had someone sent off again. So I will give it to Manchester United, but I don't think it's going to be. I think 2-1 to Manchester United because I think Chelsea will score, and Bruno Fernandes will score a penalty.
Oh,
so
if that happens, I'll just
he'll
break
get
the TV,
it.
I'm breaking the TV if that happens.
Penalty and Rashford a goal.
What are you saying, bro? What does your soul, what does your heart tell you? The guts of your feelings tell you in this match, man.
My head says 2-1 to United, but my heart says 3-2 to Chelsea.
So your heart, what is your heart based on, though, Abdullahi? Is it based on Lampard or is it based on fan fiction?
He's gone.
Oh God.
Abdullahi, you don't need to keep on saying, "Can you hear me?" Just talk.
Because my internet is going up and down. That's the reason.
No.
So look, my heart says 3-2, and my mind said, and my head said 2-1 to United, and my heart said 3-2. And the reason is because one is Mason Mount. Is Mason Mount because Lampard he always loved to tweak formation. This work today, this work tomorrow. We need to stick to a preferred formation. 4-2-3-1, let's go with it. 4-3-3, let's go. Let's have one. Let's build a chemistry that everybody knows their wing. Oh, this is my wing, and this is my. It works very well, but when you switch formation, it gives all fans and everybody problem. Like, what's going on with this thing? What exactly is going on? We don't even know the striker. We don't know the wing. We don't even know the midfield. What's going on? Because as a manager, you have to have a preferred central back, preferred left back, preferred right back, and preferred formation in which we use. But in terms of Lampard, is shopping today, shopping tomorrow. That's my issues with Lampard at the moment. That's why I say my head goes 2-1 to United and my mind goes 3-2 because we will score goals. This Chelsea team will score. United will give us chance to score. They will give us chance to score. If Lampard plays the right formation, if we play the right formation, it's gonna be 3-1 to United to Chelsea. But if Lampard plays Mason Mount, we need to do a lubrication. We have to come. I'm serious.
No. See, my thing is that if Mount starts, if he starts with that same formation, I don't know how they beat United. I just can't see it. The way they beat United is United have a mistake, they have a really bad game or something like that. But I just don't know. I cannot give you a footballing thing if he goes with the same lineup that we had against Sevilla. My thing is, Lampard is going to go with that same formation against Sevilla, most likely. And if he does, a draw could be likely, but is for me, I really don't know. But it's like the more I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking that it could be a draw. But you know what? If Cavani plays, because people need to put some respect on Cavani's name now. He's not the best striker in the world and everything, but that Chelsea defense is still pretty tricky and shaky. And putting in a striker as experienced as Cavani in there, I'll be slightly worried.
Yep.
Slightly worried.
I mean, the only thing is he clearly hasn't played that much, and he's probably not going to be match fit. So so explain on them. So I think that'd be a big thing against Cavani. Having said that, and the only really hope I'm running into this is that Twansibi, I bet, playing a bit of on 23, hadn't played a senior professional football game in goodness knows how long, and obviously came and pocketed, Neymar and Mbappe. So I would be very surprised if Cavani was was match fit. But he's a professional. Maybe he might be. And if he does, then obviously, as you said, like, he might cause the Chelsea defense a lot of problems. Because for me, the big thing now is that, like, we've got someone who is obviously professional, he's clinical. And the likes of Alex Telles on our left-hand side, we finally got someone who's going to be delivering balls over and over and over and over again. And obviously, Thiago Silva and Cavani were teammates at PSG, so Cavani's going to know how to play against Thiago Silva, isn't he? He'll know what Thiago Silva's weaknesses are and how best to get the best of him if he plays.
And also, Thiago Silva is Cavani, so
yeah, exactly. So
true. That's very true. Okay, look, guys. So look, man, that is all here for us. So hopefully, we might be. Put it this way. I hope to have you guys here for the post-match. But put it this way: if Chelsea gets ramrodded and pulverized, I may have to do it solo.
No. Come on. You have to invite Yasser here as well.
No. If Chelsea gets sexually violated, if Solskjaer sexually violates Chelsea, I'm doing this. I'm going on a solo rant. Now, if Chelsea win, Red Devil, you are cordially invited here.
I will
Abdullahi. So I will
turn up. I will turn up for roasting. I will definitely turn up.
Please. But basically, look, the only we hope we'll do a post match, all of you guys. But the only way that a post match is not happening with you guys is if Chelsea get embarrassed. Because if you allow a Norwegian PE teacher,
what would you define as embarrassment? Like, would 4-0 like last time be embarrassment? Was it 4-0 or 4-1?
Bro,
did you score?
If Chelsea hold 4, I might not even do a post match. So nah. So guys, look, man. So that's all real from me. So remember, you can reach Red Devil in on Twitter. His Twitter handle is in the thing below. Abdullahi, he's in the streets and everything. Abdullahi, please have hope. Have hope.
Okay, I have hope. My issue with the hope is Mason Mount.
Man, Abdullahi.
Mason Mount. That's it. He's not a bad player. Like, Lampard is making us as fans hate Mason Mount. That is a problem. He's making us hate him because he's playing out of position. That is not a play him in his right position as a midfield. It's simple. Use brain. Don't use your teeth or your height. Use brain. It's easy.
Okay, we're out, guys. Peace out. We'll see. Thanks for watching the vid, and remember to head to the official website for the latest on my blog, rankings, breaks, and the Hall of Fame on halffootballhot.com.
Take care, guys. It was good.
Peace.
Peace.